Cristiano Ronaldo has admitted that he doesn't have a lot of time left in terms of playing football. The Portuguese legend is now 37, and while he says that he would want to continue playing well into his 40s, he is sure that the end of the road is very much near. Barcelona and Mino Raiola have held a secret meeting this week as the Blaugrana look to make a move for star striker Erling Haaland this summer. Real Madrid, Barcelona and Juventus have not given up on the European Super League and are now planning to relaunch an operation that was met with heavy criticism a year or so ago. As Newcastle United look to survive relegation to the Championship, we take stock of what the Magpies can do to continue life in top-flight English football. Before we get started, we want to share the sponsor of today's video. The OneFootball app is the ultimate football platform and is a must-have for every football fan, so that you can follow all of your favourite leagues, teams and players all the time right from your phone. You can be sure to turn on notifications for specific players to be instantly alerted when they score a goal or when they are involved in other breaking news. It is the best and easiest way to stay up to date with everything football. Click the link in the description down below to download the app right now. You won't regret it. New richest club in the world and now owned by the Sovereign Fund of Saudi Arabia, PIF, spearheaded by the Crown Prince of the Kingdom, Mohammed bin Salman, Newcastle are today one of the main attractions of world football. An extraordinary financial power already symbolised by the activity of the Magpies during the last winter transfer window, which should not, however, hide the more than delicate sporting context of the Toons plunged into the abyss of the Premier League since the start of the season. Thrown headlong into an operation for survival, the Geordies, however, remain on a series of 6 matches without defeat, and can now hope for a clearer horizon. In Newcastle, hope is reborn, a few words that seemed until recently unthinkable to write. And for good reason. Held in check at home on January 15th against Watford, Newcastle was still in the red zone after 20 Premier League games. More damningly, the Magpies still displayed at that time only a single win points tally of 12. A critical sporting situation therefore beating all the excitement that had seized the club when it was bought by a Saudi fund and its financial capacity, which is estimated at €400 billion. However, 6 weeks later, Eddie Howe has moved them to 17th place, 2 points ahead of Burnley. With 3 victories in their last 4 meetings, the Magpies, undefeated in 6 matches, are thus reborn from the ashes. In January, the club spent around €102 million on 5 players. The recruitment strategy has paid dividends. The hard-working manager has done a lot of work on the team's morale, shape and philosophy. The young tactician is directly involved in the recruitment strategy and has totally immersed himself into helping Newcastle move away from the red zone. Apparently, Howe is a workaholic who starts his day at 6:30 AM and continues working till the end of the day, planning training sessions, working with video analysts to figure out how to improve performances. The 44-year-old has been ably supported by his bosses, who are willing to keep him there for several years. At the start of the season, Newcastle's defence was leaky, conceding goals left, right and centre. The arrival of Kieran Trippier, Matt Targett and Dan Burn has improved that side of things, with the Magpies now more solid defensively. All in all, the Toon army is definitely on the rise, and while we might not see it clearly right now, we will be able to experience the full measure of Newcastle's newly found powers next season. Real Madrid, FC Barcelona and Juventus have not abandoned the idea of a Super League. The 3 clubs will soon come up with a new version with new rules, and PSG is in their sights. A year ago, the biggest European clubs shook the football world by announcing the idea of a European Super League, an idea which was intended to compete with or even extinguish the Champions League, but also and above all to offer more income to the big clubs, which for the most part were experiencing financial difficulties. But after the anger of the fans and the sanctions of UEFA, the Super League project was aborted. At least that's what we believed. Of the 12 founding members, only 3 continued to seek a new formula to re-propose the idea of the Super League. According to information from The Telegraph, Real Madrid, Barcelona and Juventus have never given up on this idea and will even announce a new version of the Super League this week. A version with changes to some rules that had angered supporters and football fans. They hope to put public opinion on their side and thus counter UEFA, which prevents the creation of the league. The three clubs first want to scrap the idea of permanent members as it was originally. This new version would therefore allow all clubs to have a chance to participate. To qualify, it would be necessary, as for the Champions League, to finish in the first places of the Championship. No club would be guaranteed to play in the competition every year. Juventus president Andrea Agnelli is due to speak at a sports industry summit on Thursday and is expected to outline the new Super League proposals. According to the British media, the 6 English clubs, Arsenal, Liverpool, City, Chelsea, United, Tottenham, have abandoned the idea, but the Italian clubs, Inter, Milan and Juventus, haven't. At the same time, the Dirty Three are now targeting PSG, since they know that Nasser Al-Khelaifi's position at UEFA might help them legitimise the league. It's no surprise to anyone. Erling Haaland is, along with Kylian Mbappe, the most coveted player in Europe today. The Norwegian star, a truly great striker, is in the sights of the biggest European teams from Man City to Real Madrid to Barcelona. The Catalan club, which wants to rebuild itself and build a new team capable of being on the roof of Europe quickly, has made Haaland a priority and is even starting to do everything to welcome him this summer. According to information from the Dutch media De Telegraaf, a secret meeting took place between Joan Laporta, president of Barca, Jordi Cruyff, technical advisor, and Mino Raiola, the infamous agent of the young 21-year-old striker. The three men reportedly met in Monaco, in the office of the player's representative. The leaders of Barcelona would like to get ahead in this matter, and thus get ahead of the other big clubs, and especially their bitter rivals, Real Madrid. While the player's clause is set at 75 million, the club that wants to secure the services of Haaland will also have to satisfy the colossal demands of Mino Raiola. But that's not all. During this meeting, another issue was also discussed, that of the Moroccan international Noussair Mazraoui. In great form this season, and especially during matches in the Champions League, the 24-year-old right-back is at the end of his contract this summer with Ajax, and he's not looking to extend with the Dutch giants, which means that he's free to negotiate with other teams. Barcelona want to strengthen their defence and have been following the fullback for a long time, but the Blaugranas are also aware that this transfer would certainly facilitate that of Erling Haaland, because just like the Norwegian, Mazraoui is represented by Mino Raiola. The agent could therefore decide to place both of his clients at the same club, and the recruitment of the Moroccan international could therefore satisfy everyone. But Barcelona will surely have to pay a substantial signing bonus too. Anyway, Barca are ready to do anything to strengthen this summer and want to make big moves during the next transfer window. While he has scored 15 goals in all competitions this season, Ronaldo's decent form has not really helped Manchester United return to the lofty heights they scaled during his first stint at Old Trafford. The Red Devils are still struggling in the league and might even miss out on a place in the competition next season. At the age of 37, there's a limit to what Ronaldo can do, and it appears that the legendary forward admits that the time for him to throw in the towel is around the corner. I know there are not many years to go before I stop playing, hopefully 4 or 5 more, but I hope to keep winning things, Cristiano Ronaldo said during an interview with DAZN. My life has been a very beautiful journey. I have left my mark everywhere I've been. I don't think there's any player in history who can reach, well, the numbers he can reach, but to have that pride of saying wherever I've been, I've left my mark, and that makes me happy. You have to be intelligent and say that when you are 8, 20 or 25, it's not the same as being 35. That's maturity, experience, the intelligence to understand that maybe you lose some things, but you pick up other things and have the right balance to be able to continue competing and be at the highest level. The revelations aren't that surprising, however, it would be very interesting to see where Ronaldo goes next. He might want to try one more push for Champions League football, but a move to the MLS is also something that can't be ruled out. According to rumours, David Beckham's Inter Miami have considered the possibility of signing him up, and in case that happens, the league itself will become quite a sight to behold.